Yes guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how to go from that 20% body fat range down to having abs. What's the timeline? What's required? How is it done? I'm going to give you some real life examples of people I have done it with, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two. Most guys I speak to are between kind of 20 and 30% body fat, and they all have the same goal: look good in clothes, look even better with clothes off. Most men want to get to around 12-ish% body fat. 10 is too lean and very hard to maintain. 15 is good, but we can do better. 12% is kind of the sweet spot, and it's where most men want to go. So I'm going to give you the timeline, how long it takes, what's actually involved, how much fat do we actually have to lose, and most importantly, how can we maintain it once we get there. So, did some numbers, your boy did some homework here. If you're around 20% body fat, which is a lot of people, I think that's about right, 18 to 22% body fat, your average guy, dad bod, classic, yeah? And the goal is to get to around 12% body fat. So let's take a 40-year-old male, okay, who's 5'11", 20% body fat. Let's say he's 90 kilos, yeah? What's that, 185 pounds, something like that. You're pretty standard dude, 90 kilos, okay? We know, because I've worked it out, that this means he has about 18 kilos of fat on him, okay? So that leaves him with a lean mass of around 72 kilos, okay? So 72 divided by 0.88 is 82. So he has about 8 kilos to lose, okay? So think about this for a second. If you're somebody that's sitting around that 20% body fat range, you only have about 8 kg to lose until you look very, very, very good. Very, very good. Maybe not as lean as me. I'm probably about 10% body fat, but most guys don't want to get as lean as me. Remember, this is my job. I literally do nothing else but train, eat right, make videos, and coach people. I'm pretty sad. This is my job. Most of you guys that watch this, you might have 3 children, you might have a wife. I'm single. I don't have a partner at the moment. Your boy's just training and making videos, living his best life, okay? So of course I have more time than you. So for me to hold 8 to 10% body fat when I literally am on camera every single day making videos talking about training, it makes sense for me. For most of you guys, 12, 14, 15% body fat is a lovely, clean look. But if you only have 8 kilos to lose, why is it that so many of you guys can't get there? Because there's so much misinformation out there. There's so many brutal training plans, and try this and this diet plan, and you've got to do these peptides, you've got to do this. Guys, let's just break it down and make it simple, okay? Because that's really all it comes down to. Now, the rule of thumb in the fat loss game is we're looking to lose 0.8 to 1% of your body weight per week, okay? A 1% drop in body fat is nice. It's what I aim for with my guys. So if we're looking to lose 1% per week, this is gonna take you around 9 weeks, okay? Realistically, life, family, your job, children, getting sick, injuries, let's be conservative and say 12 weeks. This is why 12-week fat loss phases are so popular for the average guy, because you really can go from shit to fit in 12 weeks and go from looking very average to very, very good. It can actually be done in 9 weeks, but let's call it 12 weeks. This is why I run 90-day plans and 180-day plans. 12 weeks to get into great shape, 12 weeks to maintain it and hold it for a lifetime with a proper reverse diet with the correct exit strategy, okay? A 1% drop is absolutely doable. Before I dive into exactly how to do it, what to eat, and how to train, I want to show you 3 example clients of mine that did this in 12 weeks. I want to show you Rob, Simon, and Gurmeet. These are 3 guys around that, 18 to 20% body fat range. Look pretty good. These boys already train, but in order to go to the next level, these were done in 10, Gurmeet was 10 weeks, the other 2 were 12 weeks. It can be done. So when I speak to you guys and you've been training on and off for 5 years and you can't seem to get down, you've been training since you were 18 and you're now 40, you're 12 weeks away from locking in. These boys did it in 3 months. Look at how good they look. They all have more muscle. They're all very lean. And most importantly, none of these boys rebounded out. They were all able to maintain it by following what I'm about to say. Now, first things first, we cannot fluke it, guys. You can't just, fluke your way down to 12% body fat. It takes structure. It takes a structured training plan focused on progression, your training plan specific to you and the equipment you have available to you with the amount of days that you can train, not some random ChatGPT workout. A good coach will do that for you. Look at your gym and actually make a plan that works for you. We know that we need to be in a consistent deficit, okay? Not just for 12 weeks, for 24 weeks. We want to be in a plan, not a deficit for 24 weeks, but we want to be in a consistent deficit for 12 weeks and then a small reverse diet out for another 12 weeks. That is hard. It's this is where people go wrong. It's very, very hard to run a 12-week fat loss phase, get to where you want to go to, and then someone says to you, right, I'm going to increase your calories by only 250 calories for the first 2 weeks. You still have to train and do cardio. I need you to ride this out for another 4 to 6 weeks, maintaining that body weight so that your body can solidify the new weight and kind of own it as its own. You don't go from 20% body fat to 12% body fat, finish your final day in week 12 and shoot off on holiday. That's how you come back fatter and then have to do it again. This is why I'll always try and pull people into doing 90 days of fat loss followed by 90 days of reversing out, because what is the point of getting down if you're then just going to shoot back up again? So we know you need structure with your training. 3 to 4 times a week, I'll say it forever, is all you need to get into elite shape for the busy average guy. We know we need a conservative deficit. This is why you can't be too aggressive. Drop carbohydrates out on day one. Run yourself within 1,000 calorie deficit from day one, because you cannot sustain it. And even if you can sustain the 8 to 12 weeks it's going to take, you're not doing a slow, steady reverse out when you're in 1,000 calorie deficit. You are on your ass by the end of it, and you balloon up in weight because you couldn't do a sensible reverse. Slow and steady wins the race. You slowly come down, maintain as much muscle as possible, then slowly bring calories up, building muscle whilst maintaining condition down here. Condition? That's condition and tissue in one. I've seen it 1,000 times. I've seen people do successful fat loss phases and then blow it. And I've seen people take a little bit longer, be a little bit more conservative, and then 6 months later, man, they're even leaner, holding more muscle, eating way more calories. A good quality coach will bring you into a fat loss phase and put you into a successful reverse phase so you can actually maintain it when you're done. And guys, we need consistent drops. For you to be dropping that 1% of your body weight per week, we only have 12 weeks, it's going to fly by. You need to have structure and you need to know what you're doing so that when you do stall, you know where to pull from. You should know your training days, 3 days a week, 1 hour a session. You should know how much cardio you're doing. You should know how many steps you're doing, and you should know your calories so that when you hit the inevitable sticking point that you will hit, you can look at those 4 things and say, right, I'm extremely busy at the moment with work. My family won't let me go to the gym more than 3 or 4. I've got to do the school run. I can't train more than 3 days a week. I really can't do more cardio. I'm already limited to an hour in the gym and my steps are maxed out because I'm looking after the family. I'm going to have to pull from my calories. I'm going to drop 250 calories. That's it, not 1,000. Down, you'll start to progress again. Maybe you're someone that works part-time and you're thinking, you know what, I'm already feeling quite hungry. But you know what, I'm sitting on the couch at 6 p.m. I can increase my steps and my cardio or both at the same time to create that 1% drop per week. Now, in order to keep that 1% drop and actually look good when you get down, we need muscle, yeah? So your training should reflect that. Your training, spoke to a guy the other day, said, what do you do? Twice a week, do calisthenic workouts. I can't even say it, calisthenics, whatever it's called, doing chin-ups. The guy he wasn't in a position to be doing multiple chin-ups and multiple dips, okay? If you want to go from 20% down to 12% body fat, or wherever you are now, down to that desired range, you want to have muscle when you get down. I'm pretty sure you want to look good when you get down. Your training, doesn't matter if you're 100 kilos, 90 kilos, 150 kilos, your training is strictly to build muscle. So when you go into the gym, all you're trying to do is get progressively stronger over time at the big movements in the gym. Don't waste time doing curls, rear delt flies, upright rows, leg extensions, squat, deadlift, chin-ups, dips, incline presses, heavy rows, weighted carries, big boy movements, lunges. These are the movements that are going to build muscle and burn body fat. Don't waste your time doing high rock sessions if your goal is to maintain 12% body fat. Doing an F45 where you're doing 45 seconds of burpees, then you do 45 seconds of shoulder press, then you do 45 seconds of star jumps. Come on, go into the gym, track your lifts, get progressively stronger over time, and that's it. So when you do get down, you actually look great. The more muscle you have on your body, the easier it is to get down, and the more food you can do it on. The more food you can do it on, the easier it is to maintain. If I've got 2 people going from 20% body fat down to 12% body fat, one person I have to diet on 1,800 calories and the other one I can diet on 2,500 calories, who's having a better time once they get there? This guy. He's in a great position to reverse, he's held more muscle, this guy's fucked and hungry and he's going to rebound. Build muscle. That is key. Your whole training plan should be around building muscle. Cardio, steps, and calories are about reducing body fat and increasing the deficit. Don't get it mixed up and go to the gym to try and burn calories and doing high rocks and circuits. And no, weight training in the gym, build muscle. That's how you're going to make yourself look good. The other stuff to pull body fat off. And last but not least, a big one for me is, guys, I say it all the time, I rave about it, I'll always rave about it. You have to have an exit strategy. We all want to go from being overweight to being lean. We all want to be lean, but we don't just want to be lean, guys, we want to stay lean. Don't be that guy that got in shape for 2 weeks and then blew it again. And 2 years later, you're still posting Instagram photos of you in shape from 2 years ago because you're fat now because you blew it. You need to have a reverse diet lined up for afterwards. This 12-week plan you put yourself on. So many coaches sell 12-week plans. I sell 12-week plans. You should be thinking a 12-week plan in your mind should be a 20-week plan. You've got to have a reverse in place. You've got to be able to slowly take yourself out of that deficit, slowly reduce cardio, slowly let your body adapt and get used to this new body weight, slowly increase calories without increasing body fat, while slowly increasing muscle, filling out with glycogen, starting to look better. You do not just do a 12-week fat loss phase and bin it. You will rebound. Your body hasn't got used to it yet. You haven't reversed out. Your metabolism isn't what it was, and you will put the fat back on. A good coach will take you through a proper reverse diet afterwards. Guys, and if you're strapped for cash and you do a 90-day plan with someone and you can't afford to renew, do your homework and learn about reverse dieting and do it yourself. But trust me, those 8 weeks post-diet are more important than the 12 weeks. I have coached hundreds and hundreds of men that have been in great shape before and are now massive because they blew the reverse diet, and it's soul destroying, as we all know, to pull yourself down to a nice lean look and then to see it slip away. In 2-3 weeks, we're already 4 or 5 kilos up, and you've just run a hard 12-week block, and now you're 5 kilos up, and you're thinking, fuck, I've got to dive back into the deficit, and then you've got summer coming up, and it becomes a nightmare. Don't blow it. The first 4 to 8 weeks at the end of your fat loss phase, when you're at that 12% body fat, are so important, and a good coach will look after you. That isn't even a sales video, but guys, I've got my links below if you want me to do it for you. This is all I do. This channel's getting good views and traction right now. I can coach about 5 more people, and then I'm going to have to try and find something else to do because I can't coach too many more people. If not, guys, it's all good. Watch these videos and listen to my advice. I've been training for 17 years. I've coached 800 men. I do these videos because I care, and I speak to so many of you guys that unfortunately are getting it wrong. So if you like this video, drop me a comment. If you want me to film a video for you, DM me on Instagram, the link will be below, with your questions. So I've got some cool ideas because I'm trying to film 5 videos a week. DM me your questions or leave your comments below, some questions, and I'll answer them. Anyway, see you in the next one.